Hi everybody, in this video we are looking at chapter 1 section 5 example number or exercise number 49. Now I'm not going to be able to fully show everything because I haven't worked out how to get the calculator on screen in an easy way. I mean, I guess I could do one, but it's not even the best calculator. I used to do it with the document camera and I just don't have that set up right now. So I'm going to entirely set you up and let you know what the answer should be, and you should be able to get it to work out from there. Okay. So let's get started. NFL salary cap. In 1994, the National Football League introduced a salary cap that limits the amount of money spent on player salaries. The quadratic model y equals 0.2313 x squared plus whatever that says. I gotta zoom in. Hold on. I have it really small on my screen. Sorry. What is that? 2,600 x plus 35.17 approximates the cap of millions of dollars for the years 1994 to 2009, where x equals 0, it represents 1994, x equals 1 is 95, and so on. Approximate the NFL salary cap in 2007 to the nearest tenth of $1,000,000. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. And I'll explain what a tenth of $1,000,000 is when we get there. But uh, okay. So I have this model and I want to know the salary in the year 2007, right? So 2007 would be T equals what? We said T equals 0 is 1994. So essentially, if we subtract 1994 from this, that'll give us T, right? 6, 7, 13. So T equals 13 is what we're going to use. How many years after 1994, right? Approximate salary. Okay, so let's go ahead. So that means Y, which is the salary, equals 0.2313. Oops. Uh, T is X, so I guess whatever. There we go. Okay. 13 squared plus 2,600 times 13 plus 35.17. And remember that Y, like the unit that we would use on Y, is in millions of dollars. So that's like the units that you would put at the end of the problem, right? So why do I think, hold on, let me look back at the book because no, it's not 2,600, it's 2 point. There we go. Almost messed that up. But like, why do they have to be like that, And why can't they just put 2.6? It's a bit much, don't you think? As I zoom in even more to make sure I'm not looking at this wrong. Okay, yes. Yes, we're good. Because I was going to say that's like 2,600,000 really, and that seemed like a lot. All right, so let's go. Y equals. So in the calculator, you'll have 0.2313. That's really 169 plus 13 times 2.6. So I guess I can multiply that for us over here on my calculator. Make sure you're able to multiply your calculator. That one shouldn't be so bad though. 33.8. Oops. 0.8 plus 35.17. I guess I can combine those while I'm at it. So plus 35.17, 68.97. And then we have 169, which is 13 squared, times 0.2313. That's going to be 39.0897. Then I'm going to add that with 68.97. 897 on both answers, huh? So I get 108.0597. Now this is in millions and it says to round to the nearest tenth of a million. So that means I'm rounding to this spot right there. So that means our final answer is 108.1 million because that zero will round up. Okay, so that's the answer to part A. Now for part B, according to the model, in what year did the salary cap reach $90 million? So that means for Y, we're going to plug in 90 because the units is already $90 million. If you try to plug in 90 million, you're going to make a mess. So I'm going to leave the answer for part A on the side, and I'm going to leave that equation kind of up there, but I'm going to erase the 13. And oops, I meant to make that eraser a little smaller. I'm going to erase the 13 and I'm going to erase Y, and let's go from here. So I'm going to fill in, let's not use that color we just did, 90 over here, right? See, leave that there. And then X and X. So here I'm already anticipating for part B using quadratic formula, 0, oops, equals, I could kind of, there we go. 0.2313 x squared plus, I'm just going to write 2.6 x. Then I have 35.17 minus 90. I really don't, oops, need a calculator, but I have it open. Oops. Hello. Oh my God. Minus, okay, 54.83. So A, B, and C are right there, and we're going to use quadratic formula. X equals negative B plus minus the, oh no, I'm sorry, plus minus, let's go, sorry, making too crowded, the square root of B. Did I write 2.7? I meant to write 2 point, what was it, 6? Negative 2.6 plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 A C. I'm writing positive 54.83, but it's negative, and I'm going to change my minus sign here to a plus sign to make up for that. All over 2A, which is 0.4626, right? Now, if you plug this all into your calculator, okay, just carefully plug it all in. I'm not going to break it down on the screen right now, but that should give you, okay, so that's going to give you that X equals, it looks like it would be 10 because it said in 20 or not, 2000 and it looks like, yeah, 2004, and T equals 0 is 1994. So in 2004, you would have gotten a negative answer. That would have been extraneous. And then this is the only one you will keep. right? So you only really need to do the plus part because if you did negative 2.6 minus, you're going to get a negative. Divided by a positive is still negative. So we only really care much about the plus in this case. And it gives us this for our answer to part B. All right. So work that through, see if you get the same thing. If you still have questions, you can ask me later on. But hopefully you found that helpful. And that's it for now. Adios.